League of Legends has been popular for many years, and one of its main features is Baron Nashor, who is the most powerful neutral monster on Summoner's Rift. Team's attention gets focused on this objective after the 20th minute mark, and the team who gets Baron buff will most likely win the game. Baron Nashor has existed since closed beta testing, but his statistics have changed repeatedly. The name Nashor is an anagram of Roshan, a neutral monster from Dota 2 that fulfills a similar role. So let's start with his stats and abilities. He has 6400 health plus 180 per minute from match start, which means that at minute 20, which is his respawn time, he will have 10,000 HP sharp. His attack damage is increased by 8 with every minute after his respawn, starting with 400 AD and ending with 550 AD at minute 39. Nashor has 120 armor and 80 magic resistance, which can't be reduced by any means like the Black Cleaver or Wit's End. Baron Nashor has different abilities. Melee attacks. Baron Nashor deals 100% AD to all enemies within a 175 unit radius. Single target rear attack. Baron Nashor summons a spike from the ground that deals 100% AD damage and stun his target for 1 second. Area of effect rear attack. Baron Nashor summons a cluster of spikes from the ground, dealing 50% AD damage and stun icon, stunning enemies hit for 1 second. Nashor also has some passives. When Baron Nashor spawns, he will knock away all units, wards and targetable traps to the edge of his pit. While Baron Nashor is still alive, he will continue to knock these back if more are placed. Nashor is immune to all forms of crowd control except stasis, which is Bard's ult. Besides, targeted dashes such as Diana's Lunar Rush, Jax's Leap Strike, etc. initially move the champion inside of Baron Nashor's model before being placed inside of his attack range. Baron's Gaze. Baron Nashor takes 50% reduced damage from the champion that he has most recently auto-attacked for 15 seconds. It means that carries who deal damage shouldn't tank Nashor, as they will receive a debuff for 15 seconds and will deal 50% reduced damage. Voracious Corrosion. Baron Nashor's basic attacks apply a debuff that reduces the target's armor and magic resistance by 0.5, stacking up to 100 times for a total of 50 maximum reduction. This debuff is bad for your tanks as they lose resistance. If the enemy team decides to contest Nashor, your tanks will be much weaker, so don't attack Baron for too long if your enemies are close and ready to fight. Void Corruption. Baron Nashor periodically deals 30 plus 5% AD magic damage and applies a stack of Voracious Corrosion to the nearest champion with the lowest number of Voracious Corrosion stacks. So when you have low health, you'd better stay aside from Baron, otherwise it might kill you with Void Corruption. That's it with passive abilities, but don't forget that Nashor also has actives. Baron Nashor will activate an ability once every 6 auto attacks. Baron's first spell will be random, however all spells after the first may be predicted. Baron Nashor's ability rotation is cyclical. For example, Acid Pool, Acid Shot, Tentacle Knockup, Acid Pool, and so on. Acid Pool. Baron Nashor spits out 3 pools of acid in a cone in front of him, dealing 10% AD magic damage to all champions hit and creating a field that slows target's movement speed within the pool's radius. A very nasty ability, especially when there are enemy champions near you. Acid Shot. Baron Nashor spits acid in a straight line, dealing 20% AD magic damage to all enemies it hits. Tentacle Knockup. After a brief delay, Baron Nashor airborne icon knocks up all enemies at the target location, dealing 25% AD magic damage to all enemies hit. Tremors will indicate the targeted location. This ability is easy to dodge as it's predictable and can be seen a few seconds before being casted. Now when you know everything you need, let's discuss what teams need Nashor for. Killing this monster grants 300 gold and 600 XP to each champion, and 325 to the one who lands the killing blow on Nashor. Additional 800 XP are divided among the allied champions who are near Baron at the moment of his death. 1825 is a nice bounty, I should say. And of course the Hand of Baron buff. This buff is granted to all living teammates for 210 seconds. Dead team members will respawn without the buff. Unlike the Ancient Golem and Lizard Elder buffs, the buff will not transfer when a player with the buff is killed. The buff grants the following effects to champions: 24 bonus attack damage at minute 20, plus 1.14 AD every minute up to 48 AD at minute 40. 40 bonus ability power at minute 20, plus 1.9 AP every minute up to 80 AP at minute 40. Empowered recall, halved casting time and restored health and mana, bonus movement speed upon recalling. Champions with the Hand of Baron buff also empower nearby allied minions. General minion buffs. Gain bonus movement speed equal to 90% of the average movement speed of all nearby champions, capped at 500. Gain slow resist. Receive 75% reduced damage from area of effect and damage over time abilities and attacks, except for super minions. Other minion buffs. Melee minion. 50% bonus movement speed when within 800 units of enemy minions or turrets. 75 bonus attack range. 75% damage reduction versus champions and minions, and finally 30% damage reduction versus turrets, increased size. Caster minion. 50% reduced damage from champions. 20 bonus attack damage, 100 bonus attack range, and 50% bonus missile speed. Siege minion, 50 bonus attack damage, 600 bonus attack range, 50% reduced attack speed, 100% bonus damage to turrets, and finally, basic attack deals damage in a 200 units area of effect, increased size. Super minion, 50% bonus movement speed when within 800 units of enemy minions or turrets, and 25% bonus attack speed. Minion buff peculiarities. Siege minions buffed by Hand of Baron will never enter turret range while attacking a turret and will instead remain outside of it. If you buff these minions with Banner of Command, it will become a powerful weapon against turrets. Super minions do not receive 75% reduced damage from area of effect and damage over time abilities and attacks. So as you can see, Baron Nashor is a powerful buff for your team and it's worth fighting for. In the next episodes we will tell you how to fight for Nashor in the right way. Thanks for watching guys, and good luck in your solo queue.